Greetings, programs. Welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews. So, little explanation. Internet's been terrible the last few days, so that's why you didn't get anything on Wednesday. On top of that is the day that our couch broke in the apartment, so we were having to deal with that. And I managed to completely throw out my knee and, bend it the wrong way around. Which, I know I'm not one of those super peppy, giddy, YouTube guys. But when you're in that much pain, it kind of messes with your voice and your want to sit down and record a video. But to make up for all that, I decided I would look at something a little special and really, really cool. So today we're going to take a look at Transformers Cybertron Insanity class. I don't know what this actual class size was, but we are looking at Metroplex. This thing is insane, and I absolutely love it. The one note, I don't have his original purple cyber key. Everything else is here, so I'm good. But, yeah, so here, we're starting off here in his, giant planet construction vehicle, as I knock the, ridiculous tool off the top. Sadly, yeah, it is just held in by these two little pegs going into there. It's not the best connection. It's gonna fail you a lot. Just warning you now. But if you can get them to stay in, this is a rotation point. Notice the ratchet. It can be a lot of ratchet going on here. Now, one thing really quick to cover. You probably heard this before on any other review of this guy, but you're gonna hear it again. I've seen pictures of the arms in this position, in this position. I believe this is the official position. I don't have his directions or anything. I think it looks better there, so I leave it there. And yes, these are... I'm taking this away for now. It's a 20-year-old figure. A few parts are going to be loose. To be honest, though, I'm shocked how few are loose. But anyway, yeah, this is very obviously just his arm, and he's squatting awkwardly. I believe he's from the giant planet or something like that in the show. So, literally, he's just ridiculously big. It's a silly thing, but it does look pretty dang cool. It does have some little wheels underneath that, while strained from his weight, will let him roll back and forth. I'm going to actually pop this piece off now. We'll look at this on its own for a moment. So this is his weapon and robot mode, and also, part of the vehicle mode. I forgot to mention, there is a second set of pegs right there. So if you want, you can plug it in at this point, which does peg in a little more securely, and have this as the main, point of work or something, I guess. This thing has actually got ratchet joints in multiple different places, making it a very, very loud accessory. On top of a clod bucket down here, and his Minicon on the back here, who I believe is named Drillbit. I'll check, but pretty sure his name is Drillbit. Cool enough, he doesn't actually use his Minicon, power link port or whatever to connect. They just shaped the back of this bucket exactly right for him, and only him, to pop in there. So, take a look at him really quick. Just this little drill vehicle. Very similar to Leader 1 that came with Armada Megatron. transforming him, straighten the legs out, fold the drills up, and spin the arms around so they're on the right side of him. Props to him over Leader 1. He's not a floppy disaster. These arms actually, like, stay put where you have them, which is awesome. So, very simple little guy. He can kick forward. He's got knees if you get the little drills out of the way. You can bend his arms. And that's it. So, just a simple little guy. He on his own doesn't actually activate any gimmicks, so I'm just going to get him out of the way for now. And really quick to cover the gimmick on this thing, because this is where the Cyberplanet key gimmick lives. This back piece is, free spinning on a ratchet. What you're going to want to do is line up these parts right here and push this up, and that will actually expose where you put in the Cyberplanet key. So, as usual with these, any key works. Pop that in, and it opens up and flashes. It's supposed to make a sound. I find with a lot of figures from this era, the sound tends to go out, because these are brand new batteries. I put them in like 20 minutes ago. Sound tends to give way on these things for some reason, but, the light works. It still looks cool. So, we're going to get this thing completely straight, so it's ready for his robot mode. And we're going to get down to transforming the main guy. So, this guy actually is sort of a triple changer. So, first we're just going to go into his standard robot mode, which is pretty quick, pretty easy. Going to bring these two blue panels down, fold up these little guns, turn the head around so he's actually looking forward. I'm going to unpeg these two blue pieces. Oh, and pardon me, you're going to want to leave these up because these fold underneath. So, do that. Now fold them down, fold these up. Just straighten his arms out. And then come down here and basically just get him to stop squatting. Now, you're going to want to bend the legs here for now. There are extra joints in the legs that will come into play later for his other robot mode. But just go ahead, stand him up very loudly, split the legs. I like to ratchet them out one click each. Make sure everything's in place. And here you have Metroplex in robot mode, as my camera decides to do something stupid. So, already this guy is quite large, quite impressive. I'm not going to dwell on this mode too long, but wonderful head sculpt, amazing light piping. Hopefully you can see it at least somewhat well here. My flashlight is currently dead. And yes, it does take different batteries than the ones I put in him to make the little light bulb blink. But posability, head can rotate, shoulders, full rotation, outward motion, bicep swivel, 90 degrees at the elbow, 90 degrees the wrong way as well. Loudest video I've ever made. He does have a waist swivel, more ratchets. He can kick out all the way, do the splits, forward all the way, back all the way, super deep knee bend, a little bit of ankle bend as well to go down. So, overall, a very loud and very awesome figure. So, like I said, just going to go ahead and get to his next mode really quick. Oh, and his hands open. They really just have these two positions is all. And he has a thigh swivel. Can't forget the thigh swivel. So, now we're going to get to his next mode. And here's where I'm not sure if he's even going to be able to stay in camera, but I will try. So, what you're going to want to do, take the arms, slide them back, move the camera way up, fold these guns down, fold these blue panels up just to get them out of the way for a bit. Going to fold this whole section and what held the robot, the vehicle mode weapon, all the way back. Then fold this main chest section up. Bring the head back down. Straighten the arms back out. Bring the little blue panels back down. He's officially taller than anything I'm capable of recording normally, so I apologize. But it's about to get worse. So, you come down here. Spin the legs all the way around. Then you're going to straighten the legs out here. And then this piece will peg in right there. Straighten out the leg. And you can see just how much longer his legs get from that little process. So, same thing here. And here you have Metroplex. It is stupidly huge. I believe this was called the battle mode or something. This thing's enormous. So, posability is basically exactly the same. Just the knees have, shifted to be a different joint. And, everything here's straight, so you have a little more clearance for the ankle to go forward and back. I'm not even going to try to show it with how stupidly big this thing is. Really quick, though, I will show. Go ahead, open up the hand. You'll see there's a little peg hole in there. And there are little pegs on the sides of the weapon mode handle. So you're just going to go ahead, slide this into his hand, get that peg pushed in, hold it there because that peg is not going to actually provide the support, it just keeps it straight, and close his fingers up. And now he's holding his big, ridiculous weapon, looking really, really cool, and being way bigger than my setup was ever prepared for. Funny enough, this is actually the single tallest Transformer that I own. And for size comparison, super fast. Here he is with my second largest Transformer, Jetfire from Siege. So, yeah, he is actually taller than Siege Jetfire. Not necessarily bulkier, but he is heavier, actually. And, yeah, sorry you're having to deal with, floaty hand cam and a camera that can't focus while I'm doing this kind of thing. But, yeah, this guy is absolutely insane. He is so cool. He's really, really posable for, his era and his size. So, overall, I do have to say, if you find this guy, definitely worth picking him up. So, hopefully things next week will be a little more normal. I'm also going to try to shoot a couple extra videos to make up for, you know, things. And obviously this week being a disaster. But, yeah. I think this guy's really cool. Hopefully you do too, and you think that he makes up for, you know, me missing the Wednesday upload and then having to upload something terrible on Monday. But on that note, I will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.